We are talking about relations. So relations in algebra. So we are going to drag and drop these vocab words over here. So a relation is a set of ordered pairs. A relation can be represented by a set of ordered pairs, table, graph, or a mapping. A mapping illustrates how each element is paired. Each element of the domain is paired with the element of the range. The set of first numbers of the ordered pair is the domain. And the set of the second numbers of the ordered pairs is the range. So domain is your x values, range is your y values. We're going to see that a lot during this unit. Talk about domain and range a lot. So if we look at set of ordered pairs, so see how we have this little brace thing? That is telling us that it is a set inside of there. So these little braces, and the braces are on your keyboard. If you do shift and then the bracket right beside P, you'll look on your keyboards and look at the keys right beside P. Those are the braces. So that's how in math we distinguish between a set of numbers. So sets of ordered pairs are always written inside curly brackets, which are called braces. Each ordered pair is separated from the next with a comma. So this is an ordered pair, this is an ordered pair. There are 6 ordered pairs here. From the ordered pairs, we can create a table of values, x's and y's. X's are the first numbers, y's are your second. So 3 is 3, 5, -4, 2, -3, and 2 are all the x values. And you want to match them up with your y values. So 3 goes with 2, 5 with -1, 2 with 0, and so on. The table has the inputs on the left and outputs on the right. So x is your input, output is your y. So you can have a vertical table here or a horizontal table where x is on top, y is on bottom. You can also graph the coordinates. So the first value is x, and that's what determines left and right. So you always start at the origin whenever you're plotting points. So let's see what this point is. Go over 1, 2, 3, up 1, 2. And then the next point is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, -1. So those are the first 2 points. A mapping diagram lists the numbers, the input in the left oval, the output in the right, and then arrows to match up an x and a y value. Okay, let's go to the next slide. I'm going to zoom. So we have a relation, and we're asked to determine what the domain and range is for each one. So what is the domain? What values are the domain? Y'all tell me. Domain is the first number, which is also called the what value? I'm circling it right here. The x value. Okay, so here the x values are 4, -2, 2, and 0. So drag those over there. And the range is what values? The what? The what?
3, -1, -4.
3, -1, -4. And you only list it once. There we go. Okay, go ahead and do the next two. Okay, so domain 8, 4, 3, -7, and range is 7, 2, -4, and -7. Okay. Slide 7. Express the relation 1, 1, 0, 2, 3, -2 as a table, a graph, and a mapping. So we are I'm going to expand these so I can put my numbers in here. Here are the points. So let's do our table first. So X is on the left side. So I'm going to put 1, 0, 3. And then this one is the Y's. So that would be 1, 2, -2. But I really want these to look better. I need to make them bigger so they actually fit on the lines. I'm just doing a little formatting. There we go. So now it looks better. I just made them bigger. Okay, the next one is a graph. So we have these 3 points to plot. So 1, 1. You start at the origin, and then you go right 1, up 1. Let's plot that point. Next one is 0, 2. So that means I'm going to start at the origin. I'm not going to go left or right. I'm just going to go up 2. And then 3, -2. Over 3, down 2. So you should have those 3 points plotted now. They're not connected. They're just points on a graph. They're just coordinates. Okay, then mapping is the next. We want to list it in order from least to greatest. So what's the smallest X value? 0, the next?
1,
1, and then the next?
3.
Okay. And then the Y values from least to greatest? What's the smallest?
-2.
-2.
1, 2.
Oh, no, 1.
I was gonna say.
And then 2. Okay, and for a mapping, we want arrows. So we're going to go up here. We're going to select the arrow. And we want to match the X and Y that is each coordinate pair. So go from 1 to 1. Now I want to make mine bigger. So I'm going to change the weight to 3. No, I'll go 2. Okay, and then I'm going to copy and paste this, Control C, Control V twice, so I can get 2 more arrows to use. Remember those shortcuts? Control C, Control V. Control C is copy, Control V is paste. So 0, 2 would go here. And then 3, -2. There we go. So that's our mapping. Part B, determine the domain and range for this function. Make this a little bigger. The domain is your x values. So we are going to do the braces because the domain is the set of x values. So the brace, and then we're going to list our x values in order from least to greatest. So it'd be 0, 1, 3. 0, comma, 1, comma, 3, and then close your brace. Okay, and then our range is the set of y values. So do another brace. And we want the y values in order from least to greatest. So -2, 1, 2. Okay, so now I want you to do this relationship as a table graph, mapping, and then domain and range. So I'm going to pause the video. I'm going to let y'all go ahead and do that, and then I will come back on to show you the solutions. Okay, so hopefully you have finished these. So you're going to check your answers now. If you are not finished, you need to pause it and go ahead and do it. But here are the solutions. Y'all double check me, make sure I did it right. 2, -1, 3, 3, and then 4, 3. 2, -1, 3, 3, 4, 3. Domain, -2, 3, 4. Range is -1 and 3. You only have to list the numbers once whenever you do your domain and range. You don't have to repeat. Okay, so now what you're going to do is you're going to go to the Unit 1 materials, go to Unit 3 vocab, and you're going to write down the vocabulary from this Quizlet onto your Unit 3 divider so you can learn those vocabulary words.
Is the range on that one is -1, 3? Or what is it?
You see.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, -1, 3.